how much you weigh.
How much I weigh.
Fat, man.
I'm not fat.
Fat.
I'm not fat, boss.
That's fat.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, it don't matter.
Grab it again, son. Grab it
I
again.
look at the weigh-in, though.
Grab it again.
You know, it's just something he got to learn from, and you know that's my bro too. So you know, things happen, man. We all bump our heads. You know, I've done a lot of stuff, you know, that could have, you know, ended my life. So you know, things happen. I just wish the best for him, and hopefully that you know he the warning and they get back focused.
But boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but just a little bit better.
Errol Spence Jr. visited Terence Crawford at his training camp ahead of the highly anticipated Canelo fight. The former rivals shared laughs and exchanged lighthearted banter, displaying mutual respect despite their history in the ring. Spence's presence brought added energy to the camp, as he quietly observed Crawford's intense preparations and offered behind-the-scenes support.
Easy. What are you talking about? There we go. We're talking crazy.
That's up. Hey, this nigga still.
Once an opponent, Errol Spence Jr. has now become an unexpected supporter of Terence Crawford. Rather than fueling past tensions, Spence openly praised Crawford's abilities with genuine sincerity. His words have stirred discussion in boxing circles, highlighting how respect between elite fighters can transcend even personal defeats.
I mean, it could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. You know, so you know what I'm saying. I'm with it. So you know, I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off.
You know,
he's chasing greatn't, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?
As the fight draws near, Crawford has taken every opportunity to project confidence. In media appearances, he's distanced himself from Canelo's previous challengers, asserting that he brings something unique, both mentally and physically. His statements weren't boastful but calmly assured, boldly reinforcing his identity as a fighter.
It's gonna be difficult. You take it to you.
I'm taking him. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing.
After experiencing Crawford's prowess firsthand, Spence now speaks with a newfound appreciation. Rather than bitterness, his comments reflect deep respect for Crawford's exceptional speed and ring intelligence. Spence emphasized that Crawford's quickness isn't just physical, it's cognitive. He reads opponents in real time, adapting and dismantling strategies with precision.
A lot of people on social media say if I come back, I'll be the shell of myself. You know, if he comes back, you know, but he probably not gonna come back. He's damaged. I just, you know, use it all as fuel. Some people can use it all and be not motivated and be like, and let that knock them down. I use it as fuel, I use it as motivation. I was undisciplined, you know, doing the wrong things and not living the life I should live. You know, and then after the accident, I had to, you know, get right to be right. So that's what happened. I got right.
Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, offered a thoughtful assessment of Canelo Alvarez. While acknowledging Canelo's power and experience, Bomac pointed to the subtleties that define elite fighters like timing, speed, and adaptability. He believes Crawford's technical mastery gives him an edge, stating, "Skills pay the bills." In his view, brute strength alone won't be enough against a cerebral, mobile fighter with layers of strategy.
It's somebody like that, like a Canelo, and not only is his offense, he's got to have defense too, you know what I'm saying? So, styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skill?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you. He'll get the job done. you know, because you know, boxing IQ is next to Canelo, and not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
I can tell you fully believe in your fighter and he believes in himself too. There was a slight back and forth at the press conference there. That was just a battle of belief. Who believes they're better? Obviously Terence believes he's better. Did you look into that, what happened at the press conference there as the first
That's
war
just
of words?
That's just press conference, man. The reason why I believe into my fighter is because from day one. The first day he walked in the gym to where we at now. We haven't lost yet. Okay? He got a loss. He got 2 losses.
How does that affect him coming into this fight?
One thing.
Derek James, trainer to multiple champions, advised Canelo not to approach this fight like his previous ones. He described Crawford as a uniquely dangerous opponent, fluid, explosive, and difficult to time. James emphasized Crawford's composure under pressure and warned that this matchup will demand Canelo's absolute best.
It's a great challenge because I think both guys have great attributes, right? That, you know, they do, and I think they have great attributes, and I think that, so we're looking to possibly see a great matchup, a great fight. And one could be an intellectual fight from Crawford, smart, intelligent fight. And I think, you know, Canelo probably has to be the matador in this one.
He has to be the what?
Matador, yeah.
Matador, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, you know. Basically, let me see. No, the bull.
The bull. Canelo has to be the bull in this one.
You gotta be it because I think you're fighting somebody faster, more athletic. You gotta put the, whatever it is that he's doing, he has to be better at that than he is at any other night in his life.
But you know, the big talk here and the thing that I always go back to is just the weight class. Crawford's going up 3 weight classes. The last time he fought, you know, went up on weight, fought Madrimov. You say you don't watch boxing, but he got, you know, a lot of people. Madrimov.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
fight.
154.
I saw that fight.
Now,
Many within the boxing community see Crawford's pursuit of this bout as a legacy-defining moment. More than just another title fight, it represents a chance to solidify his place among the sport's all-time greats. Defeating Canelo, one of boxing's biggest stars, would elevate Crawford's standing beyond belts and records, proving his versatility and fearlessness.
Terence Crawford won that fight easily. I need to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford right now. I know the weight concerns everybody, but now you see Terence Crawford can go up in weight and actually compete. You can be concerned all you want, but I genuinely believe that was the warm-up. Bud wants this for his legacy. I think he can beat Canelo. The problem with Bud is he's not flashy. He doesn't have aura. If you look up the word Black Air Force Energy, Bud's face would be plastered all over it. The opportunity is there. Let's make this happen.
Some analysts suggest that Crawford should study Dimitri Bivol's approach in his victory over Canelo. Bivol used movement, angles, and precise, well-timed punches to disrupt Canelo's rhythm. For Crawford, these tactics come naturally. His southpaw stance, footwork, and sharp counters may give him a similar strategic edge.
Bivol is the fight you gotta study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
Terence Crawford's greatest strength has always been his mindset. Throughout his career, he's emphasized that his drive isn't rooted in showmanship, but in real-life experiences, both inside and outside the ring. When asked how he handles pressure, his response is clear: he's been fighting in some form his entire life. That resilience is evident in how he carries himself.
Being elusive in fighting Canelo.
However I gotta fight, I'ma win. Simple as that. I'm not gonna let somebody else force me or tell me how to fight when I've been fighting my whole life. You know, I won't be running. You know, I could tell you that. But I will be, you know, doing a lot of touching.
Veteran voices in boxing, including Sugar Ray Leonard, argue that size alone doesn't win fights. They emphasize fundamentals, timing, ring IQ, and adaptability as the true deciding factors. Leonard sees Crawford as a prime example, believing that his mental sharpness and tactical awareness can overcome any physical disadvantage. For fighters like Crawford, control of the bout comes from the mind, not just the body.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
With the fight officially set, analysts are buzzing over the stylistic clash. Canelo brings a slow-burning, pressure-heavy style marked by sudden bursts of violence. In contrast, Crawford thrives on movement, fluid pivots, crisp counters, and seamless transitions. Experts say this isn't simply a battle of power versus speed, it's calculation versus improvisation.
Well, I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected and because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him, maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counter-puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo, great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh season.
Recent footage from Crawford's training camp shows a fighter in peak condition. From early morning stretches to intense bag work, his focus is unmistakable. His team is pushing him with precise drills and high-tempo routines. What stands out in the footage isn't just the effort, it's the intention behind every movement. Turki Alshik's declaration about the fight's global significance has only amplified the hype. A major figure in Saudi Arabia's sports scene, his involvement signals international attention. Standing confidently between Crawford and Canelo, Alshik framed the event as more than a bout, it's a spectacle that defines boxing in 2025. Viral images of his appearance added to the buzz, confirming that this is far more than just another fight night.
Wonderful. Because we are two fighters. We are two fighters. True fighters. True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fighters. Huh? Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course.
They need to talk and talk shit about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. We want to put a great fucking fight. Yeah. We don't need to talk.
I am sure in the end, in the mid of September, we will have one of the greatest fight ever happen in boxing, and I am sure.
Set for September 13th in Las Vegas, the fight inherits the weight of the city's storied boxing history. From Ali to Mayweather, Vegas has hosted legendary clashes, and Crawford vs. Canelo promises to join that list. With a global spotlight, a packed arena, and high stakes, this event is poised to make history before the first punch is even thrown.
The toughest matchup of his career against a 41-0 undefeated Bud Crawford. That fight is set to take place on Saturday, September 13th in the city of Las Vegas.
Crawford's career is a testament to relentless evolution. From junior lightweight to welterweight, he's remained undefeated while adapting to every style thrown at him. His ability to evolve mid-fight sets him apart. Whether dismantling pressure fighters or outthinking sharpshooters, he always finds a way. This bout presents a new challenge, but based on his history, Crawford seems more than ready to climb another mountain.
Crawford, on the other hand, he has been walking down his fighters, and people don't see that but me. For some reason, when I had that tape, people were screaming cap. And it's like David Ebenezer, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Gamboa, a meme machine. Even against Madrimov, the way he won the fight was by fighting. It wasn't Floyd Mayweather sticking. This guy has been too athletically gifted, and I mean too strong for his ops. When he's in orthodox, he boxes more. When he switched, he becomes a puncher. And now he's coming out southpaw. He ends you. He is not, you gotta watch him fight. He does do athletic things where his hands and his feet work together, and he catches you for sure. But what he mostly do is he punishes and he bullies his op, because he walks you down and whips your.
Returning to Team Crawford, trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre insists that this fight will be won just as much in the mind as in the fists. He describes Crawford's mental focus as second to none. Against an opponent like Canelo, who's used to dictating the fight, Crawford's calm under pressure could be a deciding factor. Bomac believes his fighter's real-time adaptability and poise make him not just skilled, but exceptional. This fight, he says, is about control, not just survival.
I feel great about it, man. Just talking to Bud, and he motivated. He ready to go.
He's been waiting a long time for this fight. You guys are taking off a long time. Just waiting for the Canelo fight. You haven't fought since August last year.
As Crawford moves into the middleweight division, experts are carefully watching how he handles the jump in weight. Facing larger opponents will require strategic adjustments without losing the speed, timing, and reflexes that define him. Managing weight gain and preserving his core attributes will be crucial. If he succeeds, this fight could reshape expectations about what's possible across weight classes.
How is Terence Crawford going to beat Canelo Alvarez? We need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out in 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits, even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. While both can have a bit of similarities, the speed, reflexes, technical prowess, too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length is too much. So essentially, Terence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm going to tell you exactly how Crawford's going to fight. He's going to fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan coming to a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before. That will be a recipe for disaster. He's going to be more than likely off the back foot. He's going to be looking for counter shots. And I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound-for-pound fighter. A different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him.
That's all for today's breakdown. Stay tuned for more updates leading up to this historic clash.